It's little Teddy Bear. Teddy Bear is with us in spirit today. There's his gorgeous little face. There's one of his heartfelt hugs. One of his teddy bears made by our quilting queen, Diane. And his big blue fluffy teddy bear. And they've come on a little day trip. Out to the beach today. So today is our second beach walking day, and it felt only right to make it a memorial walk because we're so close to the anniversary of when we lost our wonderful teddy bear. So we've got out with us today Hida, Renska and Micah, and most importantly we're with two of Teddy's biggest supporters. We've got Donna, who's at the back there, Hida, who had so many wonderful experiences with Teddy in the friendship barn back at the sanctuary. And then we've got Mary Mayland, who's one of our most loyal patrons. And we've also got at the back here Lynn, who's done voluntary work for us for many years. She's come along to join us. And then we've got George at the back, subsidising for his wonderful wife Sandy, who has been our official photographer for years, but unfortunately went and broke her leg. So she's resting at home. And George is certainly going to get his steps in today. He's on a mission already to get up there to get some beautiful pictures to share with everybody. So hello to everybody, whether you're joining live or whether you're joining us on camera. Apologies if I can't see your names. But what we're doing is we're just heading down to a little trackway that will take us out to the beach. And we've got a high tide today. So we planned this so that we had the water close to the edge. And it doesn't usually look like a normal beach out here. There's not usually waves. But I think because it's windy, Lynn. Do you think that's why? There is. And it's usually perfectly still. Yeah. I'm just gonna Frey. Yes, yeah, because it's opposite that post there. Can you just see if we're live? Because I'm not sure whether we're actually on or not. Sorry. Is she walking a bit quick at the moment, Mary? Yeah, she'll slow down once we're out there. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. We are live. We are live. Oh yes, we've got Lee, we've got Reese. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes we're not quite sure whether the feed is coming through. So Hida's taking advantage there and having a good snack. And for those of you that do follow us, you'll know that Hida is one of our old boys. He free reigns round the yard at home. That's charming, Hida. And very often, you know, he just pickles around and he looks really tired and he goes for naps. But when he comes down to the beach, he gets quite keen. So Donna has hopefully been in training for this because he will be on a mission to march along with her because this is certainly one of his happy places. So we've got Frey up there with Micah at the moment, and Jodie is up with Ren, just because when they first come out, you know, they can be a little bit keen. It is a little bit cooler today. But once we get out there and they relax a little bit more, then Mary will be spending some time with Ren. And I think we can fully expect Micah to do her usual in the water. She loves to splash around in the water. Hello, Antonio. There is something about the water and horses, and you know, lots of people say, oh, you're going to ride them on the beach, and we have done lots over the years, but you can't beat actually being down alongside them, can you? Because you're filthy already, honestly. But you know, this way, when you're down at their eye level, you can properly connect with them. And even I've got the biggest Friesian smile on my face. And I see these guys every day, day in, day out. But I never, ever get bored of looking at them. Have we got a licence for these horses? Well, I'm not quite sure what country you're from and how that works in licensing. We actually have a performing animals licence. Many years ago, we used to have a riding establishment licence, but now, in consultation with the local council, it was agreed that we're better to go for performing animals because we don't look at the animals, any of the horses, being used in a commercial way for the gratification of people. So yes, we have licenses, we have insurance, and we have lots of risk assessments. So you'll see, you know, the horses, Hida is probably the most fidgety out of these, but Renska here, who's one of our older ladies, she's there with Jodie and a lovely little baby bump. She'll just stand and look gracious, glorious.
Don't be shy.
So Mary, I don't think, had ever even touched a horse when she first came to visit us. And you know, this is the sort of experience that there's so many people who would never have the opportunity to do this. But this is the one thing about our horses. We know them inside out and back to front. They're all very happy. They have the best life. And because of that, they are wonderful with people. And primarily because as a breed, Friesian horses love people. They're very, very kind. Ash, that's absolutely fine. And I don't mind, you know, whether you were joking or not, it's not a problem because I'm quite happy to say what licenses we have. And it is lovely to take them to the beach. Neva, I can't see everybody's names very well. It's currently, what's the time? It's 12:40 here. So I'm not quite sure what time it is where you are. But you can see Wren will quite happily just stand. She'll mooch around the beach. If Mary wants her to, she'll just amble around. Yeah. Do we need to catch it before it disappears too far? Yeah. Micah needs to go splash. Frey, are you ready to get absolutely soaking wet? Yeah. Donna, we'll see whether he likes the water today. Yeah. I warned Donna last time that Hida didn't really like the water, but then he proved me completely wrong. So this is usually a clear expanse of sand, and this is all part of Morecambe Bay out here. And without wanting to worry anyone, there is the risk of quicksand, but we are good at identifying those patches now, and we've come out at a time where we knew the tide was going to be in so that the horses could go and have a little splash and a paddle. So there, Jodie is just making sure that Mary is happy with Wren. And you start splashing first. And some of you might pick up on the fact that when you watch Hida walk, he won't look sound because he's not sound. He's an older boy, he's 23, he has arthritis. He also has something called fibrotic myopathy in his hind leg. So he doesn't quite walk even behind, but that doesn't stop him enjoying life. He's one of our disabled residents. So George is snapping away. Let's see how wet Frey's going to get with Micah. My goodness, I'm surprised that she's not splashing already. Isn't that the most beautiful picture? I think there's a few people saying say hi, but unfortunately I can't see everybody's name. Mai's being very sedate for her. There we go. Oh, and Hida's going now as well. What an absolutely perfect day to be out here. All in memory of our little teddy bear who we lost last year and never got the chance to come down to the beach. I think I can just read that. I love Friesian horses, but I love rescue. People are always so quick to have a judgment of her looking lame. Just because a horse has an unevenness in their movement or arthritis or can't be used in the traditional sense for riding or driving, that's not a reason to end their life. If they're happy and you can still give them a good life and manage their pain, then that's what needs to be done. And this is where, you know, we as a sanctuary have moved away from that traditional equestrian world. And I know there's still people, even locally to us, who, you know, they call their horses it. And they look at it that if they can't do the job they want them to do, then they don't serve a purpose and they need to end their lives. Whereas we just look to give these horses the very best life. And in turn, that brings a huge, big Friesian smile to all of us and anybody who's fortunate enough to come along and meet them and spend time with them. This to me is just priceless. You know, there's so much negativity in this world, and sadly there's a lot of very unhappy people, and if we can bring a smile to anybody's face and give them a reason to escape the doom and gloom that happens in the world and the unpleasantness from different people who are facing issues, then that's what we're here to do with our very beautiful horses. We put an awful lot of trust in our horses, and in turn they give that trust back to us. And look, Jodie's got the Friesian smile. Frey's got the Friesian smile. Donna's definitely got the Friesian smile. As has Mary. Sorry, I'm getting in the way. Oh, I'm sorry, George. Look, that's a very happy little horse, isn't it? You think the amount of times where he's wandering around the yard at home and his ears are back and he's looking miserable. just beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, this makes me so happy. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this live here because I want to walk with everybody, get you all some more footage. But thank you all for joining, whether you've joined live or whether you're watching this on catch up. We're going to carry on with our walk around. Frey's doing a Frey Day video for today that she'll share with you all, and I'll get some nice beautiful shots as well that you can all enjoy later. So it's bye from me.
Bye.
Everyone's saying goodbye. Frey, you saying goodbye.